live like that, man.
All right, I got my fake intro down. This is the podcast about nothing. We got Money, Maya, Bonita, Bills, and M. And today we're going to talk about if rap is the most influential impact on the world. So let's kick it off with Money. I guess we can go in order like that.
Well, I have to say the most. What's more influential than rap? I would have to say clout and attention. I think once a motherfucker get a taste of that clout, that attention, that's what really send a motherfucker over the edge. That's the most influential thing. If they talking about you and you in front of the shit, that's the most influential thing. My.
Um, I feel like maybe at one point of time, rap was the most influential thing in the world, but we're in a new age now, so it's like social media is taking over and it's having more of an influence on like our youth and adults as well because people will see stuff on social media and then the way they see certain shit will change just off of what they done seen off of Instagram. Like a person could be sitting here having a great day and then all of a sudden they see some shit they don't got and now they whole day ruined. But I also feel that way as well because in order for people's rap music to even be seen, it has to be seen on social media.
But it also has
So,
to be popular too, though, right? It has to be, it has to be. Everybody has to agree that this is the new cool thing. You know what I mean? It's like almost like a follow the leader type of thing. Like if you say it's cool, then I'm gonna say it's cool. Now the cool kids that say it's cool, that's what's cool. You know what I mean? Like ugly shit can be cool. Ugly things can be something that's dumb can be just influential, or it could be the it thing right now if the right people say it.
right.
Y'all done made this too easy. Bells, you want to go first?
Look, he said, y'all done made this too goddamn easy.
Bells, you want to
In
get
my
him?
personal opinion, I feel like rap is the most influential thing to this day because when we just look at how rap has also influenced people all across the world, like we have people in Asia literally becoming rap artists to get exposure and going above and beyond to try to sound like what we consider like an urban person. People in the UK, like it's just the influence of rap is not just based off of like what we see on a day-to-day basis, but it's more so like what it has done to our community. Like just think of like a lot of these kids, for example, that of course, yeah, social media does have its influence, but 9 times out of 10, like they're listening to rap artists like NBA YoungBoy, like Lil Durk, and stuff like that, and wanting to be a part of these gangs that they have no ties to. Like we hear people all the time talking about, like if you from 63rd, you're this and you're that. Like y'all ain't even been to 63rd to know what the fuck is good or not. I'm sorry if I'm not supposed to cuss on this stream, but yeah, so it's just like in my personal opinion, I honestly feel like rap still to this day does have an influence on us, just based off of how people react when they listen to certain artists. We have a basketball player who's literally trying to be a gangbanger because he's influenced by a rap artist that's in. And every time you see somebody talking about NBA young boy this, NBA young boy that, like, oh, you don't fuck with NBA young boy, you a bitch, this and that. Like, it has had a major influence for years. And so, like, although we can say social media has influence, although we can say Clout has influence, we got to look at how many years rap has influenced the community as a whole. And it's been
Can I
over 50, 60 years.
can I
So
respond to that?
I feel like when it relates to the
Nope.
most influential thing and most impactful, I feel like rap does, because it's still an impact to this day, regardless of if we're seeing it on social media, regardless of people doing certain things for clout, it's still being impacted to this day.
So did he put that online because he wanted to be a rapper, or did he put that online because he wanted
Wait,
to be
let
cool?
him go because we gonna
Okay,
do a rebuttal.
okay, come on. Look, she said
Oh,
we.
so yeah.
Come on, we. You're my
Okay.
team.
Make sure y'all keep y'all
Okay,
thoughts, write y'all thoughts down so
All
y'all
right.
so
remember.
so 1970. I'm pretty sure nobody was born in 1970 on here, man. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's around the time when rap started, or that's what most people will agree upon. Rap being started in 1970. Since then, it has touched every corner of the earth. Um, I we have the politicians rapping. We got it in education. There isn't a facet of life at which hip hop or rap has not touched. We have put things in the dictionary. There's words that rappers have made up, that black people have made up, based off of hip hop, based off of rap. Um, what else can I say? We what it's an expression. We can go to art. We can go to tech. We've started fashion. It's taking over media. Uh, what there's no what sold, if I'm not mistaken, it sold more records than any other genre of music. Don't quote me on that. But in a space where we're talking about an impact on the world, we want to make old people act young, or do you know that's what they go to when they want to be young? They're trying to listen to rap music. What young people act old? It's the same thing. What there's I can't say that I would even fix my mouth to say that something that's not even 15 years old has more of an impact than something that's been around for 50, if not 60 years. So it's we're talking like it's there's no comparison. I can't think of too much of anything else outside of air. You know, everybody got to breathe, of course, but when it comes down to rap and hip hop, it's touched everyone. If you deal with it, in some circles, you are looked at as being too much of too immature. If you don't, in some circles, then you're not popular enough. Like all of these different things, um, all of these different uh, decades of life have to do with hip hop. Maturity. Where am I going with that? I want to say maturity. I want to say being too old. Like no matter what we talk about, we can connect hip hop to it. That's pretty much what I want to say. So yeah, man, come with your rebuttal, or rather, don't we have to rebuttal first since y'all went first?
No, y'all just rebutted. Now this is
Oh, that was a
our.
rebuttal. Okay, I thought we was just coming with an opening argument. Go ahead, big dog.
I
Go ahead.
thought so too, but
No,
I'm
but
not.
go ahead. No, go ahead, man.
Go ahead, my mind. Go ahead, my mind.
So Bells has said there are people who are becoming rap artists for exposure. Where are they getting that exposure from? Social media. If it wasn't even for social media, no one would even be seen or heard. Motherfuckers would still be trying to sell their little bitty tapes and CDs if it wasn't for social media. So I feel like social media and clout go hand in hand. Like rap is influential, but y'all need the clout and the social media to even be seen as rap artists.
Exactly.
So, what was I gonna say? also like social media and clout, that's like a drug nowadays. Like you can't go into public without seeing people glued to their phone because they're stuck on social media.
And it's and
You
back to
so
the attention thing. It's like, you know, John Morant, was he trying to become a rapper? Was he trying to drop a mixtape? Nah, he was on there trying to show people he hard, get the attention, get the reputation of a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? He want to be the clout master. He want to be, you know what I mean, the one out here being talked about. You know what I mean? Maybe we keep looking at it like, why are you stupid? Why do you keep getting suspended, losing all this money? But it might be like she said, it's a drug. People get addicted to it. You know what I mean? And they want more, even though it's costing you millions of dollars. Motherfuckers is addicted to it. You know what I mean? People talking about you, people, saying your name. You know what I mean? It's attention. Basically, that's why TikTok is so big. That's why, all these social medias are so big. Yeah, rap is cool, but it's less young people wanting to be rappers nowadays and more people, female and men, wanting to be influencers. You know what I mean? Popular.
Okay. So with all
Okay,
that being said,
so my rebuttal to both of y'all. Okay, so
do we get a
when you
chance
say
to
that
respond to
social,
y'all shit?
huh? Oh, go ahead.
No,
So
I
what
was
I was
saying, do
gonna
we get
say
a chance
is,
to respond to the?
yeah,
Hmm.
I believe so. So social media, for example,
Okay.
you said that rap artists would only be exposed if it wasn't for social media. But let's think about before social media was a thing, and rap artists. Yeah, you may say mixtape and stuff like that, but they were they had 106 in Park back in the day. They had like BET, all these different streams where music was being played and shown without the exposure of social media. And the reason why I brought up the Jay Moran situation is because when he first went viral for all his shenanigans, it was because he was pretty much like after every show he was quoting Young Boy saying it's a parade inside my city. That's a Young Boy song. So that's why I'm like, rap has an influence on his life. And because he was influenced by a rap artist, it's causing him to embody the life of that rap artist, which is a street nigga. So that's why for me, I feel like it has an influence and it's impactful. And when I think of impact, I think of the longevity of an impact, not just like what's going on in today's time. Because yes, social media does play a very huge part in why people are addicted to a lot of things, but at the same time, like rap is also like something that's addictive, like him said, like it's in everything. Like cultures are developing what was initially something that people of our culture did as a getaway or tried to get out the hood and stuff like that. And you said that people are not trying to be rappers. Like every time I turn around, there's a new rap artist coming out. Like and they're impacted off of other rap artists rapping like them. Like I know so many mumble rappers these days, it's fucking insane. Like when it was real rap music, it was like it was cool and everything like that. But now everybody's trying to be everybody. Like we got a bunch of female rap artists now. Like every time you turn around, there's a new rap artist coming out. So it's just like to say that people are not trying to be rap artists when there's these SoundCloud rappers that think they're gonna make it by any day. I mean, to each his own. But I personally feel like, yes, it's very impactful. And in addition to it being impactful, like people are now picking up on our shit. Like we got nursery rhyme raps, we got gospel rap, we got fucking rap chefs, like niggas telling recipes with rap songs. Like, and I just feel like to say that it's not impactful, it's crazy, but everybody's entitled to how they feel. So that's just my take on it. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, in reference to the clout thing, of course, that comes with that's that was birthed in hip hop, in rap, like clout. That's nobody was doing that before rappers. As far as social media goes, that's a conduit. That was like hip hop has been around longer, and now they just amplified people's voices when it came down to music and the culture of hip hop. There's no question that before social media, rap was all over the earth. It didn't necessarily need social media in order for that to happen. You had cats listening to NWA and all this shit in the 90s. This is way before social media started. Them cats been on rap, been on hip hop. And every uh, every uh, every corner of the earth. And I guess my biggest point that I would want to say is that without social media, if in fact you're able to spread in that fashion, that speaks to what type of impact you have. Now, if in fact you can't, I would say, to me, things need social media to flourish.
You're
And
making
just
our
think
point, but
of
thank you.
how, one more time,
I said you making our point, but thank you. Go ahead.
I said, oh no, well, you would probably think
Uh,
that, of course. That's okay. You think you thinking you thinking low level, but just come on up to where I'm at, and you will feel me.
I-
Thing, things that start now need social media to flourish. We're talking
oh,
about something that started in 1970, so we're talking a very wide span of time. It's been all over the earth, time and time again, has
okay.
touched every facet of life. There's no way that there's a comparison there.
All
But
right. Let me. All
I'm
right. Go ahead.
sorry, I gotta go. I'm sorry, I
All right.
gotta go.
Well, we finna jump bells while you gone, cause you talked
I'm
about all
sorry,
these
Bill.
different bells. You talked about how all of these subgenres of rap have spawned off because rap is so popular. But have you ever bought a gospel rap album?
I have actually.
Okay, well, you're an outlier. The point is this, is
I'm
that
not
those
lying. I could
I said
guarantee.
outlier. That means you're an outlier. That
I
you're
thought you
not
said
very
you're a
common.
liar. I didn't hear
No,
that.
no. So basically, those genres ain't even big. They're not influential. All yeah, they can have a million genres. They can have Amish rappers. I'm sure they do. But who's giving a fuck about what they are? They're not. I'm not trying to go out and put on an Amish hat and grow a beard. You feel what I'm saying? But what was I saying? So all those genres. And then before rap, he said he was like, oh, before rap, I mean, that rap came before before the clout, before the attention and all of that. That's where that wanting attention came from. No, because they was doing that with Elvis. They was doing that with James Brown, Michael Jackson, shit. Just Mike, all the Michaels, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson. You feel what I'm saying? It's about the attention. It's about the clout.
Okay. Well, this is a very great conversation, man. Very productive. We got both sides. There is no winner to this debate, of course. We just hearing it out. What we think. Um, if anybody would like to add anything with this last minute and 30 seconds, get it off real fast.
Hey man, I feel like rappers are clout chasing. They're looking for attention, and that's what sells records. Is the attention, is the clout, is being seen as that one. You know what I mean? You could be a rapper. It's plenty of rappers that ain't doing nothing. So they don't influence nothing. They not pushing the meter. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little quick 2 cents.
Okay, my last thing would be on a higher level, social media can really affect someone's mental health. It can make people commit suicide. It can make them feel like they have to gain weight, lose weight, do shit they ain't even done before, because that's how much of an influence and impact it's having on their life. So I wish I would have been more prepared because I would have to some research and statistics on shit. But yeah, that's my last opinion on that.
Hey,
Well, my
Bills.
last opinion is that I respect y'all and what y'all have to say. However, I just feel like even without, like, if we was to remove social media out of the picture altogether, all this clout and everything else, rap has caused a lot of impact. That's why it's like at a certain point in time, people wanted rap to be banned, and then that's why it's banned in certain areas because of the fact that it has so much on an impact on people's day-to-day life. Like before there was social media, we had people listening to certain artists where they was talking about selling drugs, pimping, and having multiple women and stuff like this. And so people would hear this in songs and music and then be influenced to why they should be this way, why they should be that way. Like I feel like it's like a lot of why the older generation millennials per se are the way that they are now, because it's just like the music that we heard back in the days and stuff like this, like the rap music we listened to was very grungy, I could say, very rough, and it made people want to embody that. Now that we have social media, of course there's other things that are brought to the storefront on social media where it's just in our face more, like wanting to have a certain type of body type and stuff like that, like plastic surgery and stuff like that, versus like we would see the rap artists back in the day and everybody wanted to be, all the females wanted to be skinny. So it's like, it's not to say that social media doesn't have impact, and it's not to say that clout doesn't have an impact, but to say altogether that it doesn't, that's just like trying to cancel out like years and years of cultural influence, I should say.
All right. Well, always remember, if you let a motherfucker shenan, they gonna shenan again.
Again.
This has been the podcast about nothing, and we are out of here.